Banger after banger.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Big Hero Chris back at you with another one. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, ring the notification bell, and hit me up on Twitter, TikTok, the community post, social media, man, MySpace. Plan we can bring that back as well. Any type of way you can get in contact me, just hit me up. And I'm back at you with your Smackdown review. And he's back, man. The tribal chief is back. He's back for a contract signing with LA Knight. That's the way SmackDown kicked off this week. And the way this contract signing started was, yeah, Roman Reigns making his entrance, you know, getting ready for the people to acknowledge him. And in the middle of his entrance, LA Knight pops up with his own entrance. He walks right past Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman are just looking baffled and befuddled and confused and bamboozled and hoodwinked and all types of confusing words, man. And not just that, not just the fact that LA Knight interrupted Roman Reigns, he also sat his narrow behind down at the head of the table. That's Roman Reigns' thing. Like, if you see a table, you see the head of it, that's Roman Reigns' spot, man. He took Roman Reigns' spot. And what made it even funnier than that was you had Paul Heyman trying to move the table so Roman Reigns can be seated at the head of the table. LA Knight wasn't going for it. So the contract signing was on and popping. Both men signed, and this was probably one of the most hilarious contract signings ever. Not for any real reason, it was just the little things, like the fact that after both men signed, Nick Aldis said, "All right, you guys are good and you're all signed, I'm out," because obviously Nick Aldis knows how contract signings work. He knows that, you know, at the end of the day, that a contract signing is most likely going into a fight, and with a fight. But before we got to the inevitable fight, yeah, LA Knight, you know, talking some truths, man, speaking truth to power, saying that this is the biggest match of his life, the biggest match of his career, because, you know, it didn't take him as long as it took Roman Reigns to get to the mountaintop. And he even brought up the whole suffering succotash promo, and I'm like, hey, yo, man, LA Knight, man, you're asking for it, dude. You're interrupting the tribal chief. You're sitting at the head of the table. You're bringing up deep-seated, you know, issues with Roman Reigns. So it's not looking too good for you at Crown Jewel, my boy. But, you know, Roman Reigns wasn't having this. He was frustrated. He was pissed off. He was irritated because he couldn't sit at the head of the table. So he ultimately flipped the table over, started beating up LA Knight. And then as this was happening, you had Jim Uso trying to make the save, the backup quarterback to Roman Reigns. He was trying to make the save, but he didn't do too much better. You know, he got put through the table by LA Knight. And then later in the night, you had Jimmy Uso talking to Roman Reigns, and Roman was like, "Dude, where were you?" And Jimmy was like, I was in the training room, man. I was getting looked at because I got put through a table, man. I'm not able to, you know, do anything." And Roman was like, "Word?" He's like, I'm playing. I'm able to do something." So Paul Heyman makes it official. He talks to Nick Aldis, and the main event is set. You have LA Knight taking on the shot caller, the backup quarterback, Jim Uso. So after this, we had our opening match of the evening, the LWO. This time, it was supposed to be Rey Mysterio and Santos, but Carlito said, "Nah, I want some revenge. I gotta get my hands on those Street Profits." So it ended up being Carlito and Santos taking on the Street Profits, who have a new theme. They have new music, man. And I gotta really listen to it again because I didn't get a good listen at it. I knew that it was something different. I knew it was a new theme. I just didn't get a chance to really, you know, actually get a good hear or good listen to this new thing. But, you know, man, it only makes sense because, you know, you have the change in character for the Street Profits. They're heels now. So you gotta, you gotta heal it up all the way. You gotta go in, go hard, or go home. People always want to talk about Montez Ford, and rightfully so, because the dude's athletic as all hell. But you can't leave out Angelo Dawkins as well, because he can really get down to the ring as well, you know what I'm saying? So as this match is going on, you have Rey Mysterio looking on in the back, you know, where that weird camera angle, how wrestlers do it. It's very weird. I don't know why they do it, but whatever it is, what it is. As this is happening, he gets beat up by Logan Paul. Logan Paul comes up out of nowhere and knocks Rey Mysterio out. And the LWO see this, and Carlito's like, yo, I got this. And he runs to the back, and he pretty much leaves Santos Escobar by himself. And he gets obliterated by the Street Profits. They get the win, you know, 1, 2, 3. But, count your days, Rey Mysterio, because I don't think you're going to be holding on to that United States Championship much longer. Speaking of Logan Paul, he's being interviewed by Kathy Kelly, and he's pretty much saying, look, he's coming for that United States Championship, and he just dips out. And as he's walking away, he goes face to face with Kevin Owens. And a little birdie told me, you know, the rumor has it that this is a possible feud somewhere in the near future. Kevin Owens and Logan Paul, possibly for the United States Championship. So I wouldn't be too mad about that. I wouldn't be mad about that at all. I feel like that'll be a really good match. So as Kevin Owens is walking away, he runs across Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. And, you know, last week Kevin Owens talked a little trash about them two. He said they have punchable faces now. He wants to punch him in the face. And A-Town Down Under is talking trash. Kevin Owens walks away, but he comes back and he punches them both in the face at the same time. I'm like, dang, that's incredible timing. The fact that you can like punch two dudes in the face at the same time, that was pretty awesome. Can't even lie to you. So after this, you had Dragon Lee and Cedric Alexander. We haven't seen this man since 1996. I don't know where he's been. The last time I saw him was on the draft, and he was a free agent, so which means he can show up anywhere, and he hasn't shown up anywhere really. But it's good to see Cedric Alexander back in the mix, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to just go ahead and fast forward to their match because their match was really good. Give me that old Cruiserweight Classic vibes. I'm not really too sure if Cedric Alexander and Dragon Lee have wrestled before. I've never seen it. This is my first time seeing these two wrestle, and I wouldn't mind them seeing them wrestle some more because this match was dope. You got plenty of time. Cedric Alexander, we got a promo package before his match. The only thing that was missing was he didn't have his old theme, that Cruiserweight Classic theme, man. But other than that, this was a phenomenal match. Dragon Lee ended up getting the win, but you know they shook hands afterwards. You know, most showed that respect between the two, so that was a beautiful thing to see. And we had a women's match, Shotzi taking on Chelsea Green, and this match was pretty much set up because you know he had Shotzi in the back. She was talking to Nick Aldis. She was thanking him for letting her host NXT Halloween Havoc and whatever. And then Chelsea Green came out and she's talking a little bit of trash. So this led to their match, and Shotzi won. And I don't know if I'm trying to think like who would be Shotzi's partner. I'm assuming Scarlett because they hosted Halloween Havoc together, so that would kind of sort of make sense. But you have Chelsea Green losing again. I mean, I don't know. As long as she wins the tag team matches, it's fine. But she loses her singles matches. But it is what it is, man. She makes the best out of it. She's quite the talent. She's entertaining. She's funny. So it's all cool. And she still won a half of the tag team champions, and she hasn't been affected by the curse. So hey, that's cool too. The greatest of all time, John Cena, is here. He's here to address the WWE Universe, the C Nation. You know what I mean? And he's pretty much saying that this is one of the biggest matches of his career. Him taking on Solo Sikoa at Crown Jewel. Apparently, this man hasn't won a match in over 2,000 days. That goes back, like a singles match in over 2,000 days. I'm like, good God, that can't be possible. But I tracked it. He's not wrong. So, this really is a big match for him. Because he was thinking like, man, he's starting to lose a little bit of confidence. And he's saying that if he can't beat Solo Sikoa, maybe, it's time for him to hang it up. Maybe it's time for, maybe the WWE Universe might stop believing in John Cena like he's Santa Claus or something. I don't know. But as he's talking, Paul Heyman comes out and he acknowledges the fact that John Cena is indeed the greatest of all time. But as this is happening, you have Solo Sikoa pull up and he sticks his thumb in John Cena's face and knocks him out. He thumbs him. And I'm like, oh man, it's not looking too good for old big match John. But we'll see how this goes at Crown Jewel. So good luck, John Cena. I believe in you still. Bianca Belair made a return. She's back. She's here to cut a promo and let us know what's up, man. And she's pretty much letting us know that Damage Control, she hates them very much. Because normally she comes out, she's smiling, she's twirling her hair. But not this time. She's a little bit angry. She's a little bit bitter. She's being fueled by vengeance, like she's Batman or something like that, you know what I mean? And she said that, listen, she's coming after the WWE Women's Championship, and she challenged Iyo Sky to a match at Crown Jewel for that championship. And next week on SmackDown is going to be Bianca Belair taking on Bayley for the 10 millionth time, man. I'm not really too mad about it because I love both of them very much. They're both very beautiful, and I would like them to have my babies, but you know, it is what it is. But they are going to be wrestling next week on SmackDown, so you know, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing ever be better than that. Speaking of next week on SmackDown, we're going to have a weigh-in between Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio. So wrestling weigh-ins normally go very well. Looking at you, Cody Rhodes. But this takes us to our main event. We have LA Knight. We have Jimmy Uso, the shot caller, the backup quarterback, Big Jim Uso, challenging LA Knight. And for what it was worth, this was a really fun match, man. I gotta say that Jimmy Uso, I'm really digging his character work. Like, I'm digging the fact that he's a heel. I'm digging the fact that he's like the most unserious man on the face of the earth right now. Like, he's interacting with the fans. The fans are booing him. They hate him. They're chanting Jay is better. They want his brother Jay. They're chanting Jimmy sucks. And Jimmy's eating it all up, man. He's being a great heel, man. Unfortunately, he wasn't great enough to get the win over LA Knight. LA Knight hit the big giant superplex on Jimmy Uso, then hit him with the BFT 1, 2, 3, and then after the match, you have Roman Reigns try to pull up, and he tried to attack LA Knight, but he got hit with a BFT for his troubles too. So, man, LA Knight, man, he's doing pretty good as far as, you know, building his momentum as far as Crown Jewel, but I'm afraid I've got some bad news. I don't see him winning that Universal Championship, but you know, we don't know. We've seen crazier things happen. Who knows? He might win. But this brings this review to a close, man. SmackDown was pretty fun, man. It did a really good job of, you know, building up Crown Jewel, getting me excited for the matches. So we pretty much got, I think it's like what, 6 or 7 matches for the card. So it takes place next weekend. So be on the lookout for my Crown Jewel predictions video. But SmackDown does get the honorary W. With that being said, what did you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. You guys take care. Be easy. I'm out. Lock your doors because Swerve Strickland's still on the loose. He might bust in your house. And LA Knight's going to interrupt you just like the Judgment Day. Peace.